Hey, I'm Blake Tillery, and this is Senate in a Minute for Week 6. We've officially made it past the halfway point. Today was day 22, 18 days left in session. This week we passed 19 pieces of legislation, making it our busiest week yet, but the busiest weeks are still yet to come. I want to tell you about a few of the bills that we heard this week. 4 of them resulted from findings from the Compensation of Police and Sheriff's Task Force that met throughout this summer. Senate Bill 366 said, hey, listen, we want to help raise the salaries of local police and sheriff's deputies. Well, first we need to know what they're being paid. So it put an incentive in place for local governments to submit a wage survey so we would know what they're being paid and compare that to other areas of the state. Senate Bill 367 expanded the list for qualifying individuals that can receive indemnity payments for officers killed in the line of duty. For some reason, our old code said that that could only be paid to a spouse. When we looked at that and said, well, really, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted it to be payable to an estate or to parents if the officer wasn't married, or maybe to a fiance if they were about to be married. So we fixed that in code in that bill. Senate Bill 368 increased a local officer agency support for technical services. The state again saying, listen, we want to be your partners in this. We appreciate what you do. We want to step in and be your partners when providing services to our local communities. Senate Bill 369 fixed a little loophole that we had created in code with our accountability courts. The accountability courts did not pay a $5 fine that's always been assessed to the peace officers' annuity and benefit fund. I went back in on Senate Bill 369 and said, just because these cases are going to pretrial diversion, we need to make sure that we don't bankrupt the POAB in the process. Another bill that we passed this week was the 2018 fiscal year amended budget. The purpose of this, of course, is to tie up loose ends from the budget year before. The biggest amount of expenditures in this one was around 80-something million that went to education to true up the K-12 system. We also put about 26 million into Medicaid. That matched another 56 million that came from the feds. So again, the big items in this amended budget are the 2 areas we spend the most money on, education and then healthcare. Other than that, there were a lot of other things that happened up here this week. I certainly would like to talk to you about them all, but again, trying to keep this down to just a couple of minutes. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's made it up to visit this week. It's always good to see folks from home and truly just be reminded why I'm here. We only have 18 days left and there's still a whole lot to do. So please feel free to reach out to me if there's anything I can offer to help you. Our office number is still 404-656-0089. And after day 28 comes in, you know we'll be reviewing House bills that many of you have been already emailing me about. Thank you again for allowing me to serve, and that's Blake Tillery this week for Senate in a Minute.